See that plume of smoke there? See that? See that plume of smoke coming up out of this? You can't see it that well now, but it was really smoking before. Really smoking. Man, it was smoking like you wouldn't believe. You would not believe the way it was just getting ready to catch on fire. See? You can't really see the smoke coming up from it now. But this thing, a couple of days ago, this thing caught on fire while I was using it. It caught on fire. This is an electric razor. I think I got this 2 years ago. I think I got this in 2011. So this is only 2 years old and already it caught on fire. And the other day it was smoking. That still hot smoking shaver. That's right. As a Robert Cray band would say. Remember Robert Cray? He was cool. But remember he had that song, That Still Hot Smoking Shaver? But it was smoking the other day. And man, it was smoking. But so it was really doing it bad too, because you know why? You know why this shaver was smoking and was about ready to catch on fire? You know why? That's because it was ruined. That's right. This electric razor is only 2 years old and already it's ruined. It's ruined. It's a total shambles. It's a Philips Norelco. So remind me never to get a Norelco again, because they catch on fire. They do, they really do, they catch on fire. So I've already ordered a new one. And it's not a Norelco though, I ordered a different brand this time. So the only shaver I have now that's considered safe to use is the backup I have that barely works, and it's about 15 years old. I have a backup that's about 15 years old, and it barely even works. But yeah, there was a plume of smoke coming up the other day. I think it was 2 days ago. I was shaving with it like the macho Superman that I am. And a little tiny puff of smoke. I was looking at it in the mirror, and I could see the smoke coming up in the mirror. And you know what it's like? It's like how Jack Barry. Remember Jack Barry, the host of The Joker's Wild? The game show? The game show host, Jack Barry? Like, he would be sitting there on TV. He'd be standing at the podium hosting the show on TV, and you would see a plume of smoke coming up from the podium, because he smoked constantly while he was hosting the show. But they tried not to show it on TV when he was smoking. But if you looked real closely, sometimes you could see a plume of smoke coming up, because he had his hand with a cigarette down on the podium. Jack Barry. Yeah, remember him? He was cool. He was funny too. He was I remember one of his favorite sayings was, "The odds of that happening are astronomical." Jack Barry. That's right. Every time a player did something really, every time a player on The Joker's Wild, a contestant on The Joker's Wild did something that was really out of the ordinary, he would say, "The odds of that are astronomical." He always said that. That was one of his favorite sayings. And you know who Howard Dean sort of reminded me of? He kind of reminded me of Jack Barry. He did. Howard Dean. Remember that guy? Like, if you look at some of the older Joker's Wild episodes, like from when they were a network show, like in the mid-70s, Jack Barry actually looks a lot like Howard Dean. You go on YouTube sometime and look at it. He really does look like him. I mean, in the later episodes, he really didn't look like him. So I think he had plastic surgery or something. But in the earlier ones, he did. He really did look like him. Howard Dean. If the media didn't hate Howard Dean so much in 2004, he probably would have been elected president that year. But anyway, that's the story of this broken electric shaver. Those hard to. I'm trying to get a view of the smoke coming up. It's hard to see. It was really smoking the other day, but you can't hardly see it now. And I'm afraid if I keep doing this, it's just going to explode. So, it's dangerous. I'm getting more email here about so it's about an email about some bridge in Memphis. Okay. So, yeah. I go through shavers like most people go through underpants. For some reason, when I get shavers, they last like a year, if you're lucky, or 6 months sometimes. I've gotten shavers that have lasted, electric razors like this, that have lasted only 6 months. They just break. They either stop working, or the blade, or they just get so dull they don't cut anymore. Sometimes they don't cut anymore, and you replace the blades, and it doesn't help them. So this one is going right in the garbage. And I bought this. Like I think it was 2011 when I got this. It was right after my old one broke. My old one just stopped working completely. So that's the story of the still hot smoking shaver. So I gotta answer this post here. I'm not familiar with the there. Yeah. The shaver that's destroyed. It looks like it's a perfectly good shaver too, because it's so new. I just wish I could get it to smoke like it was to really smoke like it was doing the other day, because it was really smoking. And it's rechargeable. That's right, it's rechargeable. So that is the story of the Norelco that caught on fire and almost resulted in a lawsuit.